Hello, everybody, and it is a pleasure to meet you all. Today, I am playing Path of Titans. Now, this game just recently came out on Android, and I haven't been able to buy it due to the fact that it has not released on Android for a while. It was only on iOS, which I was kind of jealous for a while. But now I have a new phone, and I am able to download it, and it just recently came out on Android. So I am very excited to play this game. So let's dive into some single player. So there is only character customization and map exploration. I do not want to upgrade, not yet, because I want to save up my money. But let's dive into some character customization. Okay. So let's just make a new dinosaur. I think I might choose the Ceratosaurus. Now, Ceratosaurus is actually one of my favorite dinosaurs, and it's honestly pretty cool to have it as a rendition in this game. And it's super cool to see different subspecies. For example, uh, I forget how, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Dentiscalacatus, I don't know. And Nas- Nasocornus. That's the only one I can pronounce. You can change your gender, of course, and also you notice variations. For example, the crests on top of the Ceratosaurus's snout do change, and they change from red as female to blue as male. And also I like also it gives you a wide range of colors. Unfortunately, I do not have them unlocked. But you can also select different patterns for your Cerato, which is pretty cool. You can have spots like a leopard, tiny spots like a jaguar, and no spots at all. Just a white bottom Ceratosaurus and a tan top Ceratosaurus. I'm sorry, I said Allosaurus. There's also different colors. For example, if I was to select this, you might see a change. I don't know if you guys are seeing it or not. Oh, yeah. Okay, so the crests have changed color. Yeah, pretty cool. You can have a more realistic, um, accurate, physical rotation. I don't even know what I said there, but you can have them plain white, or you can have them brightly colored. Pretty cool. And also, you can see that the top color pattern changes different colors from a dark gray to a dull brown. It's pretty cool. Also, um the other if you notice that the secondary color near the bottom of the Cerato, like during the torso section, changes color. For example, you can change it from a light brown to a crimson, to a kind of light crimson orange or red. I don't know that much about colors. If you guys can correct me in the comments down below. You can also change your pigment. For example, like right here, it's much darker and it has a more, camouflage. Or you can just go plain old bland gray. I like the dental colossus better because it's more the pronounced Ceratosaurus. It's actually more commonly known, and it's been discovered in majority-wise in North America during the Morrison Formation. Fun fact. I really like this jaguar pattern. Actually, brings out the true significance in my Serato. And also, if you're super lazy like me, and you don't want to come up with a name, you can allow this magic dice to create a name for you. And our Ceratosaurus, our male Ceratosaurus, is going to be called Round Joy. Not such of a great name, in my opinion, but let's just go with it. Now, if you might see, I created a lot of dinosaurs before I even started this recording, and I will actually show you them. Let's check out my my Allosaurus, my Allosaurus Europus Allosaurus. So it's pretty cool, and in my opinion, it brings out the, like, for example, the Europus has a much thicker build than the much common Fragilis and Gemensidae. I don't know how to pronounce that. And that's what I like about Path of Titans. Like, you can change your subspecies of your dinosaurs, and you'll see pronounced differences. For example, this Ceratosaurus has a bigger, like, thicker chin and thicker body build, while this Allosaurus looks completely much skinnier and more lightly built, possibly built for pursuing prey. While Fragilis, as the most common Allosaurus, looks pretty cool, and it's actually in between the Gemsindai and Europus, which is honestly a distinctive way to bring out your dinosaur and make it look more realistic. We also have the Alioramus, and I really like this Alioramus because if I was to change it, it has a much thinner neck, and well, the Erecta, I don't know how to pronounce that either. This one actually looks like the much falsely pronounced Nanotyrannus, and I still like Nanotyrannus even though it doesn't even exist. It's one Nanotyrannus. There's been a lot of debate in the Nanotyrannus community on whether or not it's its own genus or it is its own, or if it's a juvenile T-Rex. It's obviously a juvenile T-Rex because, well, there is a lot of similar resemblance to a juvenile Rex. And if you, like, for example, the Alioramus's subspecies, if you pay close attention, the tail gets, like, in one form, it loses all its spikes and osteoderms, which are on its tail. While on another, it gains these, and on another, it loses these in general as it has a much thicker build, which is pretty cool in my opinion. And my favorite raptor, the Deinonychus. Ooh, this guy actually got me pretty hyped for the Path to Titans thing. I like the Anthropus much better than the other subspecies, which is this one, because I don't like the pronounced feathering on its head, because it's a little bit kind of too much, in my opinion, because I just like the normal raptors with normal feathers, and like having brightly colors, but not like so much headgear, because it's like way too much and it's adding way too much feathering, in my opinion. And the Stegosaurus, which actually is looking much better and has more resemblance to the other specimen. I forget her name, and she was discovered like a couple of years back, and it was found that Stegosaurus had much longer necks than what was depicted in Walking with Dinosaurs, and it was pretty cool to see a new model of Stegosaurus look way different than it originally was. There's also the Barsboldia, which I never heard, fun fact, I never even knew this thing even existed because, well, I didn't. I wasn't keeping up with my dinosaur stuff very often, which was kind of disappointing. And this thing reminds me of practically any like hadrosaur that is like common in North America. This like reminds me of a Montosaurus. This reminds me of a Iguanodon, and this reminds me of I don't know really. I just really don't know. But the other subspecies of Barsboldia look similar. It look to similar difference to other hadrosaurs, which is kind of weird, in my opinion. But who cares about my opinion? So that's all there is for the character customization, which is pretty cool in my opinion. And I like the new dinosaurs that they added to the roster in Path of Titans. It's honestly kind of new. We haven't seen Deinonychus as a playable dinosaur in any other dinosaur survival game. Not that I know of. Please notify me if I am wrong. And we also haven't seen another dinosaur, which I might create right here, right now. And it's this guy, the Concavinator, and another one. We haven't seen Displetosaurus. I don't think so. We have, and we have not seen this guy, the Latinovenatrix, which is a Troodontid, if you don't know. It's one of the largest Troodons out there, and I also like its subspecies. I like the small details of feathers on its ankles, or the much thicker build, more tougher build of the Latinovenatrix. Or I like this one, which has a lot of pronounced feathering on its body, and it has a much thinner build. It's more agile, in my opinion. And also, you can see quite differences. For example, the females are much duller, while the males are more brightly colored, which is pretty much very helpful to like at least determine whether or not your animal's female or male. There's also the herbivores, which I will show off. You have this guy, Barsboldia, which I already showed off. You have the classic. You have the ornithopod Camptosaurus from the Morrison Formation, the same formation as Allosaurus and Stratosaurus and Stegosaurus. You also have Eotriceratops, which actually lived with I think I don't even know really anything about this ceratopsian in that matter. It looks very similar to Triceratops, but I do not know anything about it, which is kind of disappointing. There's Kentrosaurus, which lived in Africa. We have Lambeosaurus, which lived in Canada 75 million years ago alongside Displetosaurus and Latinovenatrix. We have Stegosaurus, the basic and most common and well-known plant eater in the Jurassic. You have Schutheomimus, which lived along Daspletosaurus and Latinovenatrix and Lambeosaurus. You have Styracosaurus, which is the more classic version. It's like the second base classic ceratopsian alongside Triceratops. You have Barsboldia again. And I think that's it for the herbivores. Now, I will show out the carnivores. I'm sorry, I X'd out. And you have this guy. If you don't know who this dinosaur is, it's Alioramus. It lived alongside Tarbosaurus in Mongolia at least 65 million years ago. You have Allosaurus, the classic Jurassic theropod, the lion of the Jurassic. You have Ceratosaurus, the underdog of the Jurassic and living in the Allosaurus' shadow. You have the Concavinator, which lived in Spain. You have the Displetosaurus, which lived in Canada, and is the second well-known Tyrannosaurid alongside T-Rex. You have Deinonychus, the terrible claw that is well-known for hunting Tyrannosaurus. You have Latinovenatrix, which is newly discovered and has been found in Canada. You have Metriacanthosaurus, which I do not really know a lot about. And let's just check out its subspecies because I haven't seen this thing before. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. You can actually see some, like, the crest on its head get much bigger. And it loses its like turkey gobble thing, and it earns quills. Pretty cool. You have Spinosaurus, one of the classic theropods. A Spinosaurus that lived in Africa alongside Suchomimus, which is our next Spinosaurus that lived here. And then you have back to Alioramus. Now, the roster for the dinosaurs are pretty cool, and they are very unique. Besides the Isles, which I will not go into any detail, the Isle has pretty cool dinosaurs like Tenontosaurus, Troodon, Hypsilophodon, and other new dinosaurs that they're adding to the mix. But it's really cool to see dinosaurs that I have not ever seen in a dinosaur game. For example, Eotriceratops and Barsboldi and Alioramus and Deinonychus. These dinosaurs are foreign to me in any R, any RPG or survival video game that has dinosaurs in it. It's kind of weird to not see these dinosaurs as in any games, and it's kind of weird in my opinion. Now, I will be testing out the map exploration, which basically it's you exploring a giant chunk of land that is like laid out on you, and you can only select like a few dinosaurs. You have the Deinonychus, you have Latiniventrix, and you have Spinosaurus, Suchomimus, and that's it. For the herbivores, you have Camptosaurus, Struthiomimus, and that's it really. So I'm just gonna go as the Campto, and I'm not gonna really customize as much. I rather prefer the male version, and I would go for not a much thicker body build for more thinner, just to capture the feeling of that I'm agile. And let's just get a random name, Gentle Gentle Arm. Yeah, a pretty weird name, but yeah, let's go with it. Let's enter the world. Oh God. Okay, so here we are as the little Campto, and it's actually pretty cool. Now, I tried doing this on higher graphics, but my game ended up slowing down, and it might be slowing down right now. And so I'm trying to at least, make it a better experience for you guys without like causing my game to have like serious bad frames or anything. But it's honestly pretty cool to see this dinosaur interact with the world. And for a mobile game, this is actually pretty cool. And and I just want to get like a couple of good angles of my Campto. Oh, that's so beautiful. I also like this redwood forest. It's actually pretty cool. It reminds me of like Walking with Dinosaurs. Very similar in a certain manner. Also like how there's barely any grass. Like you can see that there's grass, but it's possibly like textured into the ground. But you have like all these ferns or nothing because fun fact, there was no grass in the Mesozoic times. Grass had yet to evolve. And flowers, on the other hand, only evolved like during the Cretaceous period, which was kind of weird that grass didn't exist, but you had ferns like dominated like lands. You didn't have grass. You didn't have like plains or fields of grass. You had ferns. And that's the only thing as a herbivore that you could possibly eat, which is kind of disappointing. And it would kind of be weird to see a large dinosaur. Oh, we're at the Depart River. Yes. Like a large herbivorous dinosaur eating grass. No. Also, I'll show you the animations. This is the crouch animation. That's the stand up animation. This is the jump animation. And you see that little white bar? That's my stamina. That red bar is my health. That green bar is my hunger. And that blue bar is my thirst. You also have this. You can also have your dinosaur go to sleep. If like gain stamina back. The head glitches right through the floor. But my dinosaur isn't tired. So they have, I think they have implemented like turning mechanics into the game, but I haven't just seen them yet. I haven't seen them yet. Like for example, like there is like you like in the PC version, like you had these like movements where you could sidestep, which is pretty cool. It's like way much better than alternating, which the Isle has gotten rid of in the Evrima update, which I will talk about in a later video. But it's pretty cool to see how we're rarely seeing the altern, and we're using like precise movements and stuff like that, and it's seeming more realistic in a sort of way. Can I collect these? Oh, yes, I can. Okay. Yeah. So also another cool thing that this game is implementing is quests. Now quests can help you earn coins, and these coins can help you earn skins, which is even cooler. It's like better. It's like a better system than like importing proper money and spending all your money on like buying new skins. Basically, all you have to do is complete a quest and you get coins for it. And also, some quests are very indifferent in differences. And so, I'm sorry, I can't talk right now. So, for example, in one quest you might have to kill another player or another species of animal to earn coins, or you might have to collect like flowers or specific fruits and nuts to earn these coins. And the more coins you earn, the more coins you have to at least buy these skins. Also, they're also implementing backer skins, which are technically skins that like people who have pre-ordered the game will earn in the demo. I I haven't been like keeping up with the Path of the Titans research lately, and it's kind of being ridiculous. It's kind of like I've been out of the loop for a while now. I just got this game, and it honestly looks pretty cool. Cool, great graphics, even though I have them on low. I bet you like if it was on high graphics and very high FPS on a much upgraded phone, it would look much better than this. Like much better. Let me just take a screenshot because that